What is up, my minions? My name is Threads, and today we're playing a little bit of domination on radiation, and we start the game off by playing the fucking objective, and that's about the only objective that I play all game. I really thought that this game was going to be a really shitty one because the connection was terrible. This is recorded from theater mode. I thought that it was going to be awful because I had about a full second of lag. As you can see right there, that guy was almost down to B when I tomahawked him, so I really didn't expect to actually get a decent gameplay, but today I wanted to do a little quick college stories and talk to you about when my new friends showed up and my next year of being in college. Um, we used to get hammered a lot, like during baseball season. A lot of the baseball guys, we'd go out and get completely trashed, usually nights before games, because I always hit my home runs when I was hungover. I had about 10 of them my junior year, and I was hungover for all 10. So that was pretty good. Pretty sad, actually. I really didn't want to run, so I would just try to hit it out. So I didn't have to run at all. So it worked out for me pretty well. But right across from my campus on college, we had a dry campus, so we couldn't drink there. And right across from my campus was a bridge that led over a pretty major river in New Hampshire. And we used to go underneath that bridge, like where all the homeless people went, to sit under it and drink. And we would always be on the lookout for cops because there was like a trail that went through there. And I mean, I was over 21, but nobody else was, and you can't drink in public. So it was always like we would hear somebody walking, and every once in a while, one of our friends would play a joke on us and just shine a flashlight down and be like, "Hey kids, what are you guys doing down there?" And we'd all fucking scatter. Like one time we had a huge bottle of Crown Royal, and somebody did that to us, and we just fucking hucked it in the water and just ran. It ended up being one of our friends, and we were really fucking mad at him, and pretty much made him go and buy us more beer. But if we didn't go to the bridge, we went to this place we called the warehouse. Now this place was fenced in with barbed wire. It was an abandoned warehouse. I have no idea what they used to do in it, but it was fenced in, but there was a little gap in the fence, like you see on all these movies. How there's like a little hole in the fence, and you'd go down and crawl through it, and then you could go in. And there was no lights, but we'd always bring like a huge flashlight, just like set it down. We'd sit on the ground and drink, and the floor had all this rebar on it, like sticking up, so it was really dangerous. We really had to watch where we were going. And there was one ladder. No, it wasn't a ladder. It was a staircase. Now, when you go up a normal set of stairs, it's about 10 feet to each floor. This one had 4 rungs. Like, it had successions. Like, picture, like, how actual stairs look. That's how the ladder went. You went up about 10 feet. There was a flat area. It went up another 10 feet, flat area. Well, we got to the top, and there was no railings on the top, so it was about a 40-foot drop to the ground in pitch black. And we would go up there, and there was like this thing we called the schematics. There was like this little blueprints and like all the like the, God, what am I trying to say? The control panel, like the fuse box. The fuse box was over there, and like we were always fiddling with it, hammered, and just calling it the schematics. And at the other side, there was like this huge pile of rocks you could jump into because the whole place led up into a bank. You could jump off on the ground and get in that way. And one time, my friend Mike got really, really drunk, and we were at the top. We were getting ready to go down, so we had to find the stairs. Whatever. We had flashlights. He turned around and he like stepped on the edge to fall off. I reached out, grabbed his shirt, yanked him back, and I like took the flashlight and I slapped him in the face. I'm like, sober the fuck up, and I just shined the flashlight down there, and his face just got so white because he realized that he would have fallen on these rebar. They were sticking about a foot out of the ground. So if he landed on this, he would have been so killed. Like not even like wounded or had to go to the hospital. He just would have been fucking insta dead. Like just straight out like meat, man. Like he'd have been so dead. So that's a couple more stories about drinking. I wanted to share with you a couple of stories of how we act when we did drink beer, how we would smuggle beer up into the building when there was no drinking allowed in the building. One time, because we played baseball, we had this isn't how we smuggled beer up, but we played baseball, and we had this huge catcher's bag. Like I could sit it's a big bag. I'm a big guy. I could sit in the bag. They could zip it up. That's how big it was. And one of my buddy's girlfriends wasn't of age to hang out with us. So, cause she was 17, had to be 18 to be signed in. So we put her in the catcher's bag, and I zipped it up, and I carried her upstairs and let her out in the elevator that was filled with people, and they're all looking at her like, what the fuck just happened? And this other time we went and stole two 30 racks from Shaw's. We had our black guy run in there with a hoodie, grab two 30 packs and run out, because you know how every like with white guys it's like, oh, he had brown eyes, you know, he had a weird nose or whatever. With black guys, like when they do shit, it's just like, oh, he was black, about five, you know, whatever. So we knew that he would get away with it, so he was pretty okay with it, because he understood. And I'm not racist, I swear to God. So he went in there and stole them, and we just made a getaway, and I'm going to hell. And I met him in the car, and we got there, and we're like, fuck, how are we getting these upstairs? It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so there's still safety and kids everywhere. So my buddy had his guitar case in the back, like a little bag for his guitar, so we put the guitar in the back seat, and I filled it up with beer, and we just carried it up. And that was pretty legit. That was pretty sweet. One of them broke, so I was leaking beer everywhere. And this other time, we got real MacGyver, and I threw a rope out the window and carried up a 30 pack with a rope. So that's pretty sweet. We did a lot of shenanigans, and I'm gonna do another college stories coming up, because I missed how fun these were. Well, that's it. 33 and 8. My name is Threads. I throw shit. Peace.